In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, there is a very useful article by Louise Jackson. This lady is a great researcher in the field of psychology, and she has come up with a very beautiful article. The caption of the article is 10 habits of highly organized people that you can adopt today. 10 habits of the highly organized people that you can adopt today. It's a very good article indeed. So, all of us actually need to be organized. All of us need to be organized, and if at all we are organized, it will help us a lot really in living a better life, in producing more. So, first of all, she says that lean on routine. So, routines make the things easier for us. If at all we have made a routine, so the routine will make the things easier for us, and we will be able to become more productive because of the routine. Although the routines have certain other disadvantages and limitations as well, but overall routines, because routines means habit, and habit actually we need to make the good habits. We need to adopt the habits which help us tackle the things in a faster manner. So habits are good. These type of habits are good. Routines are good. So she says lean on routine. Number two, she says minimize decision making fatigue. Mean we have to make plenty of small trivial decisions. So we don't need to worry much about each small trivial decision. Rather do anything else. Not in a very irresponsible manner. Obviously we have to use a bit of sense of responsibility, but don't bother much about a small trivial decision. So she says minimize decision fatigue. Number two. Number three, she says if it takes less than 5 minutes, then do it now, not later. Mean if it is a very small task, why are you putting it for to do it later? Don't do that. Rather do it now. Tackle it now. You know, if it takes less than 5 minutes, then do it now, not later. Number three. Number four, she says, make time for preparation. Mean if at all you've got the time, the weekends and so on, so you can prepare for the meals of the next week. Mean buying the groceries, cooking. Washing, chopping it, and other things which can make the things easier for you later on. So she says, make time for preparation. Number five, she says, do the most important things first, not to take the least important or the unimportant things first, and do take the most important thing first, the second most important thing then, and the third most important thing then. So don't be in a hurry actually. Don't take the unimportant and the lesser important thing. Rather take the most important thing, so that you could become more effective. So do the most important things first. Number six, she says, break down big task into manageable chunks. If there is something big one, obviously we cannot bite it at the same time, one moment. We can't tackle it, with one effort, with one go. So we need to break it into several parts, and we can do each of the small part once, and another small part then. So that is how we can manage the even bigger things as well. So you know this was number 6. Number 7, she says, kick procrastination into tech touch kick kick procrastination into touch with this simple hack. Procrastination is quite a common problem, and highly organized people tackle it successfully. How do they do that? Because they write certain affirmation, self instruction, instructions for themselves, and the type of people they want to become. They write it down, then they repeat it very frequently. They repeat it so often that it does enter into their subconscious mind. So it becomes their nature, and that is how, it's very, very important. And that is, a kick procrastination. That is how we can avoid the procrastination. Number 8, she says, if your memory sucks, use system and tech to remind you. I mean, we can seek the help of the technology, the smartphone, the laptop, or if at all we don't have any of those, we can use the paper pencil. And that is also, it is quite helpful, and that is, she says, if your memory sucks, use system and tech to remind you. Number 9, she says, don't take on too much and ask for the help. I mean, why are you taking much, much more than what you can easily handle? So it is far better if you take the lesser amount of work, or if at all you involve more people, you seek the help of other people. That's important. Number 10, she says, you cannot always plan life. So build resilience, extremely important. Everything else does not go into our according to our plan. Even if at all we have planned, everything else does not go according to our plans for all the time. So we need to develop, we need to build the resilience in we ourselves, the flexibility in we ourselves. So if at all there is a trouble, we should be able to manage that. So that is really, really important. And this was the article of Louis Jackson, who is a great researcher in the field of psychology. And this the article, the caption is 10 habits of the highly organized people that you can adopt today. I mean, that's very important. So let's have a quick revision of these 10 points. First of all, she says, lean on routine. Make a routine, it will make the things easier for you. Number 2, she says, minimize decision fatigue. I mean, there are plenty of small decisions, so why to, take too long upon making one decision? Why not to make it easy? Just do one thing, and preferably do the thing which even you don't like. You will learn things out of that. And the third is, if it takes less than 5 minutes, then do it now, not later. That's important. If it is a small thing, why to put it on for the later to be done later on? Why not to do it very now? So that was the point number 3. The point number 4 is that make time for preparation. If we do have the time, spare time, why not to prepare? I mean, if at all we do have the time, buying the grocery for the whole of the week and bringing home, washing and chopping it, and if at all we do have the time, why not to wash the clothes for the next week, and to press it and to do polish the shoes, etc. That is what she mean by, make time for preparation. Number 5, she says, do the most important thing first. Yes, if at all we are doing the least important thing, we are actually wasting the time. So we must be doing the most important thing we can do at the moment. And we should, if at all that is not going to be done very now for certain technical reasons, we can attempt the second most important, the third most important thing. So she says, do the most important thing first. Number 6, she says, break down big task into manageable chunks. Break the big task into the smaller one, so that we could do one thing at a time. Number 7, she says, kick procrastination into touch with this simple act. Write down the affirmations, the self instructions, which are actually going to make you more productive and which can actually avoid the procrastination. We need to repeat those self instructions, the affirmations repeatedly, and so that it does enter into our subconscious mind. Once it does enter into our subconscious mind, it becomes automatic, you know. And number 8, she says that if your memory sucks, use system and tech to remind you. And if your memory sucks, use system and task to remind you. That is actually, yes, important. And we can seek the help of the smartphone, the laptop, and if at all those things are not available, this simple piece of paper and the pencil can help us a lot. And that was number 8. Number 9, she says, don't take on too much and ask for the help. Mean we shouldn't be taking that much of the burden, and it is far better if at all we do seek the help of certain other people. That was number 9. Number 10, she says that you cannot always plan life, so build resilience. If at all it is not possible that we have planned everything else on the one hand, and if at all our plan doesn't work at certain places, it is more important that we have built up the resilience in ourselves. We are more flexible. We can adopt and we can take on the things if at all it does appear without a plan, without the early warning. So that is what we need to develop. Thank you. Jazakallah.